Hello everyone and welcome back to City Skylines with me, your host and insane mayor Zerbistan. This is of course still the 1 hour a day build in our city of Lifström, which now officially no longer has a major flooding problem. We do get some really mild flooding on some of the I think it was on I don't even remember where it was. That's how mild. I think it was back here. Yeah, that's exactly where it was. So let's just make sure they don't get a flooding issue. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll take a sip of whiskey cola and let's get started. I'm a bit out of my rhythm because I'm doing 2 episodes after each other. When I'm the first episode, I always know exactly what I'm doing. I have the 10-second Twitch countdown and everything is always perfect. Second one is always a bit janky getting in. So what were we gonna do? We were going to grab our Move It mod, marquee selection. We only actually want to take the nodes and the segments again, because just like we did for the last few days with the canals, up there in our what's the word I'm looking for? Up near our dam, our dam mistake, or the dam where we made a dam mistake, I should say, because it was a mistake with a dam. I was not cursing. Do not demonetize me. No, I'm kidding. I don't have enough followers to be demonetized to even be in monetization, right? No, I'm seriously just doing this for fun. So have we got everything selected we wanted to select? Yes, we do. Because this is now going to be Floody Wally. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that entire section has been raised just a little bit, and because any flooding there was I think, if I remember right, on these roads, because this was just a little area that we never even raised up just a little bit. In fact, we'll go up another. Well, that's way too high. Oh, we don't actually want to raise just the road. So, okay, what we'll do, we'll bring the road up to a normal level. And we do actually want to raise everything up by that distance. Oh, because we only selected the nodes. But why is that not building the terrain up around it? I mean, it's actually, you know what? We do this the easy way. Or the traditional way, I should say. Now we want to use our brush. And of course, we're not going to use, no, we'll use the leveling brush at a low strength. Much more intelligent choice. Terrain height here is 110. That should definitely be high enough to contain any flooding. So now we have a brush strength of 0.21. And now we'll just raise this area up. A little bit a softer brush even. I think we're getting just what we want. Because we do want to have some zoning off of this. Well, maybe we don't. But we at least want it to look natural. somewhat natural. Should say up to there. I don't think we're gonna get any flooding past there. That's basically kind of impossible. Just because we can, well, it's actually that height, so. Or almost that height. So I think this is going to work just fine. May get some minor flooding as a result of now, somewhere else as a result of now restricting water flow. Oh no, I saw blue and I thought we were already getting flooding. What's their problem? Not enough educated workers, okay. What is our story? You know what we could do? Do we want to make Kent Park our university? Just off the edge of the main city, close to a massive amount of our population overall, relatively easily reachable for all of them by the highway. We'll connect up this side, because it's already got those two big parks in there. It's right off the side of a roundabout. There are offices here where students can work theoretically. I am really liking that idea. But then these roads have to go. And this needs to turn into a... Do we have room for a 6... Yeah, I think we can get a... We can get a 6-lane roundabout in there. Because if this is a university, and this will be a large university campus, we're going to want this to be the varsity sports area. Because match day is going to be nuts. We could take a line off the train for here. That'll work. And that'll actually even give a nice connection with a train line, already the first part of that, to the main city. Or we could put... Since the university doesn't care about noise for the most part, and we could definitely arrange it so it doesn't matter, we could actually just... hook up a train or metro or something like that right in here. It would probably cause us... No, we could run a tunnel. Come out here. Connect up there. Connect up there. Where's the next metro? That's actually... that little bit of train and metro is actually all we have. But yeah, now we're starting to become... a mega city. Let me I just want to think, how many university eligible students do we have right now? I'm just curious as to how insanely large this thing would have to be. This alone right now, just right now, with no additional population, no students from outside, would need to carry at least 18,000 students if we wanted universal education. We have schools out still active. Most people aren't even wanting to go to university. And we're oh, I thought that was an education warning. For right now, we'll call it Liftstrom University. Why did we call that up? So, take a quick look at exactly what the zoning is around it. Yeah, there's even already some commercial up here, so that's not bad. In fact, that's good. But again, if nothing else, this and all of this has to now become 6 lanes, because this is basically on match day. This is going to be like an industrial zone, and we have to plan for that. So, straight off the bat, and they also look nice. I mean, for a university campus, who wouldn't want to have nice roads with trees and things like that on them? So, we'll anarchy it in here. Sorry for anybody losing their houses right now and or offices, but trust me, we will make up for it. All still fits in there, so it didn't cause an issue there. That's good. So, rezone offices in there. Rezone heavy high density residential in here. Figure out why that's borked. Because that's borked.
This is your boy, Deep Farm, thanking you personally for joining us at the Deep Focus channel.
No, since this is actually going to be the only way in, we're actually going to want this then to be a 6-lane 2-way. That's probably not even... Yeah, that's going to be what that's going to be. That was a nice rhythm. Thanks for the beat, my friend. Well, that's borked. Let's turn that to a 4-lane. We still have heavy traffic bans on that, I think, but that'll just give us a slight... Yeah, that'll basically... I kind of feel sorry for this commercial zone on match day. That said, they're also eventually going to get hooked up to public transport. I think they even have a rail line relatively close. No, they're going to have to need their own. Okay. They'll just be part of the action. So, let's get back to the roads out here. And in this case, we will undo that, unzip that, so to speak, and put in something that's going to cause a little bit less of a flow problem for traffic. No, that's actually not what we wanted to do. We want to just make this curve a little bit more reasonable. Or natural, just if we just have that weird... Yeah, we had a weird kink at that node. I think now we've got it down here. So, not sure it really helped. There. So now we have one-way traffic flow in. Let's make sure we don't have stupid traffic lights. Of course we have stupid traffic lights. Not on the roundabout, thanks for that. So, dedicated turning lanes on the connections that are already in here, because obviously people are going to start using these roads anyway right now, no matter what. Okay, that's in and that's out. Because there's just a lot of room until anything happens there. Whereas that actually can't be done much better. Okay. So what we'll do... Out is less of a problem than in. Oh, and the train line is actually right there already. Because out we can actually... Well, in fact, we'll just do that first, because that's kind of the easy one. At least it should be. The idea is just go under there and be done with it. I don't care about no bridge. Do I look like I care about a bridge? Yeah. That's what we wanted. Perfect. And it even does it automatically. It fits. So that's a weird jump down, though. Did we move it that in? No, not really. Just connect it up there. Make it look more natural. We need 4 lanes here as well, by the way. And here, of course. So what am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for, yeah. No, not that one. So, got that. And off from this one. I think we'll do a tunnel and jump in here. Ish. In fact, we can come in. Do we want to come in later with them? No, actually no. We want to give them as many nodes to switch as we can. So, let's see if we can't get a tunnel off, let's say, here. Looks about right. Oh, we actually didn't have snapping activated? That's surprising. No, it's not actually that surprising. I'm pretty sure I still had it deactivated from who the hell knows when or what. Yeah, you know what? We'll stay underground here. You know what? We'll just give them a bridge. And make that come over a little earlier. I think that makes more sense. Just like here. Be done with it. Maybe give them a turning around lane up here on the highway. So that they don't wind up using the university for that purpose. Because that's... we would kind of like to avoid that. For the most part. Don't want to go that hard. Oh well. That works. And we can still move it to the point where we like it, so. There. That's more of a horseshoe and less of a dose of psychosis. Although it does go down real fast, doesn't it? Let's pull this one back a little bit. Can't pull it back too far. I think it's just a weird the way the curve makes it look weird. I don't think it's actually that bad. Let's see if we can't get this weird kink out. Yeah, that works. That still gives them a few lanes, but if they want to turn around, well, first we'll flare this up, of course, to 4. so that they can get off. But if all they really want to do is turn around, they can really just do that here. Just a few lanes ahead. In fact, we'll do that 2-lane, 2-way. Everybody gets a turning around lane here, so they don't have to use the highway, the university campus for that. Could probably do that, like, do like all of our turning around lanes that way now that I really think about it. Oh, that's almost too close to this. So, and it's also almost too close to that. Well, it's not so bad. But we will actually make... someone might come on here and want to turn around. No, then they'd just be stupid if they come on here and want to turn around. Unless they're literally like coming from here. And yeah, okay, that's hopefully shouldn't be that many people since this is a university campus. So I think that's going to sort us just fine. As you can see, we're also already getting some traffic in through here. So... and there isn't even a university in here yet, so that's just, so to speak, natural traffic. Oh, this is all already set up for the most part. Am I saying that right? Looks like it. What's the story on junction restrictions? No, you can't flow through. You definitely have to. No. So that looks about right now. Yeah. Now those offices are also already coming back in. So, in the match day traffic, we're going to pull off. Going to take a 4-lane 2-way. Come in off here. Basically preparation for our stadiums then later. I think that should be enough room for those. If not, we can also put those over here on this side. Would even have a train line already hooked up to it. Also a possible idea. But I think this amount of space should actually be more than enough for a university, so let us grab the first university buildings. What, can I not build a university campus? Or do I have to mark one of these out first, right? I think that's what has to happen. Because we have all the varsity sports buildings. What's that? Yeah, exactly. We need the universities for it. Create a campus area. Yeah, okay. So that just unlocked the basic buildings for all the universities. We now, of course, have the problem that the district and the campus are overlapping, so we will expand the size of the district a little bit just to get that nameplate up a little bit higher. So now we're going to want more of those 4-lane roads coming in off of here. At least one. This can be straight though. And now we start with the University Administration Building. Put that on this side though. Yay! They're of course getting super happy now. Might be premature, but we'll let them. Just create our academic works. We don't want to push our budget up that high. That's not a good idea. So student healthcare, free lunch, don't need that. So first we need 500 students and 200 attractiveness. We of course have an attractiveness probably right now of 0. And yeah, 0 students because we have, well, an administration building. That's not really a university yet. So let's start changing that. Study halls, groundskeeping, a futsal club. I think we'll put groundskeeping like right here up next to the administration, or even better, we'll put that like out here on the side. Right next to the futsal club. Why will that not fit there? Oh, cannot build on water. That's a legitimate reason. So, we of course want university walking paths in here. Just wherever they wind up being necessary. Or making sense, I should say. A place like that does make sense. Oh, we'd have to anarchy that in probably. Oh, you know what, we won't anarchy that in. What we'll do. Oh, that actually has its own path going right there, so that's kind of pointless even. If anything, we might want to put one like around the back, but I think we'll leave that too. What we can do though is pull one over here so that that connects. So maybe put like our first dorms out here, or that was groundskeeping. There's a study hall. That's a little bit too large to fit there. It'll fit there nicely. And just put our some dorms out here. So how are we doing for attractiveness? We have an attractiveness of 200. That's what we need. So now we need the students. We have capacity for 1,350 of them. We're going to let this build itself up. Well, we don't have much of a choice. It has to build itself up. But select you build a unique faculty. We cannot build unique faculties yet, you dunce. Although we do have the faculty as a content creator pack building. So we can see if we can't fit one of those like over here somewhere or back in here. Noise pollution 0, cost 24,640 a week. Ah, so these are actually not even necessarily part of the university. Okay. Did not know that. I always kind of plopped them in like they were a normal part. But what we can do, we can also start adding like some trees. Just use the same ones they're already using. Stick with the same trees that the assets are already using. And then as more goes in, we'll obviously add in more trees and more whatever, whatnot. But now we have to wait for the first academic year to end. We have 69 students already. It's costing us more than it's making us, but that's to be expected at this level. And the game says this is the Technological Institute of Listrenlo. Okay. Right now it's nothing, but that will change because, again, long term we're also going to have... Do we not have varsity sports? Oh no, those are the special faculties. We're going to have all of these stadiums in here long term. Problem is just going to be, in some cases, just finding room for them, so we're really going to have to be careful what we put where. It's basically going to be like just over up this upper area is really going to be just like one stadium next to the other. And if necessary, we'll put in secondary roads so we can flip one, like, for example, sideways like this. Just depending on how they fit. But this should be enough room for all of them. And eventually then later also we're of course going to have our own city football team, or whatever you want to call it. That's here under monuments. And we do have a match day stadium, so... So that's right. Now we need to worry about some things like traffic lights again. Basically every time we put in a new road here, we're gonna have to go on a quick traffic light patrol, so to speak. We may actually add in a large parking lot here somewhere. We'll see how bad it gets, whether or not it makes sense to add a parking lot or not. But I think I could well imagine us having like a large parking lot over here or so. You know what, this place may actually not be large enough. We may have to actually take the stadiums over here now that I see it. So now we're getting some residential and commercial demand again. So we'll start by, because now this is filled in, we'll set historical. And knock out their high-rise band. And we'll do the same for a lot of our residential areas. We'll now allow our residential areas to grow to level 5 if they want to, without going up. So we also have a residential district in here. Set historical, remove the high-rise ban. 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 They're getting some garbage issues, which they really shouldn't be with a race transfer facility just over here. So we may actually put one of those in the university area, because this is really bad back here, and it really shouldn't be. At least not this bad. For half a second, it did show us where garbage routing was coming from, but then it decided to get rid of that. That's interesting. They're not getting garbage service from anywhere. That should not be happening. So, as dumb as it sounds, the university will also have its own little waste transfer facility out here. Damn students just can't keep clean. Try to keep it like out here somewhere like close to groundskeeping, so to speak. Or somewhere where it can just semi-reasonably service them. Well, it's slightly underwater. It's no longer slightly underwater. And they're not getting traffic service. They're not getting garbage service. Do we have no way in here? What's going on here? Because it's only this road. Everybody else is doing fine, but this road is going to hell. It's not really... They don't have police service either? Do we have a broken node in there, or what's going on? No, they actually don't have police service. Oh, that's as a result of the roundabout, probably. That city services just can't get through anymore, so... Nah, but it's not that they can't get through. If anything, it's just that they can't get there fast enough. Shouldn't really be a problem. City services should be able to get here. I mean, privately owned vehicle, pedestrian? Oh, pedestrians don't count. There's just no trash service back in here, is there? Do we maybe want to... No, that's a bad idea. We'll create a second waste transfer facility. Put that in. Yeah, they totally have coverage now. But nobody's coming out to get their trash. They're not even getting asked? Well, they now have one truck in use. 2. 1. There, where is he headed? He doesn't even know. What the F? And not to these guys right here. Seriously? Do they have to pay extra or what's going on? Oh no, that's right. Because this road doesn't... That's the problem. That's the problem. This road was the wrong way around. Don't tell me what I can upgrade to and what I can't. So now that the pathfinding is there again. Oh, that's the kind of mistake where you just have to kick yourself. Now they should be sorted. Should not take long and everything should be fine again. Sorry about that, guys. So, 89 out of 500 students. Still only have an attractiveness of 200. We may or may not want to raise that a little bit, but I don't really see a reason to for 69 students. That said, that may also be, at least to some extent, a public transport issue. So we may want to add a new train station over in here. How loud is that going to be? Let's see what the noise is on our other train stations. They are loud to a certain degree. You basically can't zone the two roads across from them either direction. So that would turn this into a commercial zone, basically, if we were to put it right here. If we put it here, that's already commercial, that's already commercial, that could work. But then we need... that would be ugly though, hanging that off of there. I don't really like that idea that much. I think we may be better off giving them their own dedicated train station. Oh, wait a second. Theoretically, it could fit right in there. Practically it won't, but theoretically. But this height is actually just almost so perfect already just for the train station. I'm almost loath to put it over here on this side. But I think that is what we'll do. We'll run a road. What? Around here. And put the train station there. Sorry about that. There goes the Twitch chat. So concentrated on this university that I completely forgot I was streaming. Sorry about that. But yeah, nothing happened that I need to know about, so that's good. Space already occupied. That's not a problem we have. That's what anarchy is for. And we'll probably create different, well, not create, but use different types of train station later. Probably switch out most of these for some other type. But for now, that will do just fine. And we'll take our train line here and actually just drag this stop to here. And create stops in either direction there. So now that's just extended over. That's actually the only one that can be bypassed, right? Yeah, and that's the whole problem over here, is that this one cannot be bypassed. So we're gonna have to start working on ways for trains to get past stations they don't want to actually visit soon, before they all start gumming each other up completely. Yeah, this is starting to become a real city. And now we need a pedestrian path going over there, exactly. And then we'll take it from here. that down a little bit so it looks a little bit more realistic. It's almost as high as it just was. There, that looks a little bit more reasonable. And that way people can just go from one side to the other. We're halfway through the academic year. Do we have 500 students yet? No, we don't. So this may take longer than expected. That said, partly it's just because there's no real public transport up in here. Anywhere, for that matter. So that's really something we're going to have to start to work on. In fact, you know what? They'll have 2 separate stops. They'll have a separate stop for the university campus itself, which will be this area. And this will be the varsity sports district up until here.
At Banhammer Bank, we want you to trust us with your
At least
money,
part of it.
because it's with your
Maybe not the
money that we
whole
can make
thing.
you more money. How? It's not funny business. It's money
But I'm
business.
tending to think, yeah, it might actually be the whole thing.
That's the plan, at least. Maybe that's too complicated for you. Imagine
Because this
planting
is
a
actually
tree in the ground and watering
getting
it.
surprisingly
Imagine if you
much
planted
larger
it
than I
like that,
initially
and you fed it more
expected.
money, and after digesting it would, okay, you want to go money fishing, so you use a little money to catch a big money. You know,
Yeah,
just
but that would
like
just
in
be a
Egypt,
massive
we have
university
even more
campus. That's
metaphors
really not a
for
bad idea.
saying what we really do with your money. Banhammer Bank, feed the money monster.
How can we increase attractiveness?
We care about 3 things: tree things, nature things, and the third thing, bird things. The homes of native birds are being destroyed at an alarming rate. That's why our goal is to give a birdhouse to every bird on Earth.
Oh, you know what we need?
Living in trees ages ago.
I know what we forgot. One, we don't want universal education though necessarily, although actually, yeah, we can take universal education, and we'll also knock out that schools out policy.
Forest Foundation.
And even go for, we won't go for an education boost. We're not going to go that far.
If you're looking for that relaxed fun,
Because we did actually just set the universal education policy. That should increase our campus attractiveness to like, to 240. Now we already have 104 students, so that just instantly went up. When it becomes a bit larger, then it'll also exponentially start to grow. All of this is starting to upgrade, so we should be getting population growth as well now that we've unlocked level 5 for most of our residential areas. Anything that wasn't level 5 before should now be able to upgrade. Including these guys in here. Do they even have a district? Yeah, that's Victoria Heights. Oh, they never had a high-rise band in there? Okay. But they're all set to historical now, so you can just upgrade as necessary. These are commercial complaints, not enough goods. Okay, because not enough workers probably for the most part. Especially now that people actually have a reason to go to school. 122? Well, we may not even hit our 500 this year. But that's okay, because we need 2 academic works to get to the next level anyway. Oh, we forgot to put trees out here, didn't we? That was groundskeeping, exactly. Well, this was the futsal club. In fact, what we can also do to increase the attractiveness of that university, we can be really cruel. Tear out the other ones. Any universities we already have are going to go now. Bye-bye. This is a residential zone. May have to be a little bit careful as far as what buildings go in there, but that said, we can also just knock those out later if somebody really decides that they absolutely have to build their mega skyrise with helipad. Then they may get a very, very bad surprise from the local zoning commission. We're not gonna use a... Well, we could have left the path in there. That one was okay. Well, no, it wasn't actually. That just gives us a little bit more zoning back in there, instead of having that be like dead space. Yeah, so now a few more people should also be moving in, and now the university should also be much more interesting because, yeah, they no longer have anywhere else to go for a university education. Yeah, and instantly those numbers just shoot up. So if we can actually get a second academic work by the end of the year, we might actually get lucky. We should have just pushed this up straight from the beginning. Exactly, that's what we're going to do. We're going to let this academic year run its course. And that's going to be the end of the stream for today, because I think that's going to take about another 5 minutes or so. And we're already over capacity for students, so... Well, not over, but we're very, very quickly shooting towards it. we needed 900. Oh, wait a sec. We have universal education and we don't need that anymore. I don't think we need universal education anymore because we have so many university students that now have nowhere else to go that it's really kind of pointless to offer universal education and not get as much in tuition fees as we possibly can. And I think as soon as this academic year is over and we have those academic works, then we actually should be able to turn our expenses down significantly. Th 999 students. 1,001. There's an achievement for 1,001 nights in the game, but I don't think there's an achievement for 1,001 students. So how many weeks does it still have to run? 10 weeks. And we've really just absolutely hit just 200 out of 200. Just right on the nose. And the whole flooding thing seems to no longer be an issue. Doesn't really seem to be causing us any more grief, which is excellent. Because this is actually the area that was getting that flooding, so it would of course be kind of... Well, then again, we do have a swim team, so... 1,127 out of 1,350, yeah. And I think we had, what, something like 31,000 students or something in the city available? So, I think the next thing we're going to do is really just boost capacity of this. That's really going to be our first goal. Is going to be to get this up to a capacity of, say... Wait a sec, we have what? We have 130,000 people right now. Roughly 30,000 of them, so let's say a fourth, are university eligible. So with 500,000, we're going to need university space for... Oh my god. At least 150,000 people. The good thing is that we will not actually need that much space. Because the game has, at least in that aspect, thought ahead. If you play with Unlock All, for example, or simply if you unlock it, and we eventually will. Oh, that's right. We can build a whole... We can build a massive, like, Japantown. We can... Where's the camera? Build Japan. We could take this entire area here and turn it into another huge landmass. I didn't even think of that. Because the shipping lines, yeah, they run through here. How about we say that all of that back here, that's actually just the small rivers and the inland highways coming from other cities that basically feed that, all of that back there, basically as a city to provide for things. That means this ore industry, this might actually have to, this oil industry might actually have to expand quite a bit. Or possibly we could see if we just can't create all the industries over here for this place. Like, the only connection that this place has to that place, let's say these are two completely different countries. Like, this is Lifström. And this is Zerbistan. Oh my god. Now that, my friends, is an idea. We'll give them, we'll put themes over there, like for Japanese rural, Japanese cities. We'll download a few Japanese landmarks. We'll even give them, like, their own, what is it? It's like these two directly neighboring countries, only separated by this river that everybody uses for shipping, and they're peaceful to each other. They just hate each other, so they want nothing to do with each other, except for the inevitable heavy use of the of the airports for traffic going between those that we just will not be able to control. So you're gonna see basically like this insane amount. Hey, the academic year is over. We got 2 academic works. Hooray! Because that means that we are now a recognized university. As a recognized university, we now gain access to some new things. But let's see what our academic works were first. To chirp or not to chirp. Analysis on how to write chirps by S. Lintu. Academic work number 2, alien interference. Researchers have discovered that the inexplicable urban designs are, in fact, let's pause it quick, caused by an alien, well, we don't have to, caused by an alien power messing with the city. 2 toga parties. Students use the campus flower beds as a resource for crafting bedazzling laurel wreaths to complete their toga looks. Over 9,000 white bed sheets were appropriated by students for this year's toga parties. Hilarious. So, now to what we have unlocked. This is where it becomes fun. Because our tuition fees have now also gone up to $7 per student. The exchange student bonus is 4%. So, with our new reputation level, we have unlocked the University Outdoor Study, the University Gymnasium, the University Fountain, and the University Cafeteria. Oh my god. I am glad that we have already appropriated that much land for the university. Well, we don't have to actually overdo it again, because that's what I was getting to right before this happened, if I don't remember, right? As of right before actually the idea of Zerbistan came into the picture. Lifström and Zerbistan. Basically on the Steam Workshop, that's then going to be Lifström, Zerbistan, and then however many days. Oh god. Oh my god. But that is actually, oh my god, what we're also going to have is massive cross-shipping traffic. Because they're still gonna, what's gonna happen is they're also going to be just importing resources from here the whole time. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Maybe I could do something like that, like on purpose, in a future build. But it's awesome that it's happening by accident right now. How much land is that really when we look at the map from there? Yeah, we could basically probably take that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile. That's a pretty significant amount of land. So that's basically just like the tip of the other. Yeah, we could probably take all of this, possibly even 2 tiles in a lot of places. So that's really a significant amount of land. That's actually like equivalent to half of what Liftstrom is eventually going to be. Maybe just a third. But yeah, I mean, we're already at 131,000 population. We may even... Yeah, as a result, we may actually also start to redesign the city completely. Let's go with part of the original plan first, but someday I mean, this build is going to take so long that by the time it's done, I'll probably have a computer that can it can support like a city of 200 million if that were theoretically possible. But yeah, oh my god. Yeah, let's just work on our original plan. I mean, we can also just like start to build this up until it looks big enough. Maybe slightly redesign our urban planning as far as heights go. I really like the idea. That's something, yeah. That's something we really have to think about. And both of them also with beaches. Yeah, but seriously, that would be just a really nice way to showcase like a completely different build style over there. Just using all of these Japan DLC packs, or the entire, what is it? Modern Japan, I think it's called. DLC with like all of these, like I say, Japan-style buildings, which some of them are actually quite large, like the high-rise office building or the skyscraper. I think, yeah, they would totally stand out in a city this size. Even the smaller ones are like totally overpowering for the size, for the height of the city that we currently have. But I still really like the idea of then just having that over there on the other side. Also would like the Oriental Market. And we do, I think, if that's right, I think one of the things I picked up just on a whim from the Steam Workshop. That's the waste. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm totally in the wrong register. Is a I think it was a bento factory? Yeah, exactly. And bentos are those pre-made Japanese sandwiches. I literally was just thinking of the Modern Japan DLCs and kind of figured, yeah, that would be a cool idea. Oh yeah, but I never thought that idea would go that nuts. What I would then do, though, I would take the Oriental Tower here, which I think is in... I'm not sure if this is in China or in Japan, but I would definitely want to put that then on the other side and replace this with the... Where is it? With the observation tower. Just for the two Yeah, you know what? I don't think we're even going to want that. Something that high long term over there at all. Unless it's like a... Yeah, that would be an idea. I'll see if I can maybe find like an old super high lighthouse or something like that. That we can maybe put there. Something that would go like maybe to here or so. Because that would also fit to the whole shipping thing. If you just got lighthouses here. In fact, I'll even do that right now. Where is the Steam Workshop? Am I... Oh no, that's why I'm pushing the wrong buttons. I don't know if you guys can see this. Probably not. Oh, and I have a Captain Caps Lock problem. So, as a building, please, the lighthouses we have. I think there was actually something that looked really cool right there on the... I'll go look for those off stream. Because, yeah, we are totally over time. Sorry about that. But, again, the idea of just, like, creating an entirely separate second city over there is... Yeah, that was just so nuts that I really have to think about whether or not we might really want to do that. So, yeah, with that, I will end this episode for today. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, please feel to follow me. Feel free to. Sorry, my brain is that idea is just kind of really hit really bored in there. So yeah, let's try that again. If you like what you've seen, then please feel free to follow me on Twitch or like and subscribe on YouTube. And yeah, as usual, you guys have been great. I've been Zerb, and yeah. Cheers. See you next time.